Are you letting minor issues mess with your head? In our busy lives, it often feels like we're overwhelmed by stress and uncertainty, but there's a way to stay calm even when things are tough. This method, known for ages, helps us find peace within ourselves. Imagine this. No matter what life throws at you, be it work stress, personal issues, or sudden problems, you remain calm, stable, and peaceful. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's the core idea of Stoicism. Stoicism is a way of thinking that helps us control our feelings and responses, leading to a happier life. Today, we'll delve into Stoicism, examining 12 age-old rules that can change how you deal with the highs and lows of life. These aren't just theoretical ideas, they're practical tips that you can use daily to develop toughness and stay emotionally strong. If you're dealing with tough relationships, feeling swamped by duties, or just looking for a deeper meaning in life, Stoicism provides valuable insights and actionable advice to help you flourish. Stick with me as we explore these impactful Stoic teachings. From figuring out how to stay true to your life goals to learning how to manage your emotions, each guideline is a step towards a life where outside situations don't disturb your inner calm. By the end of this video, you'll possess the understanding and tools needed to maintain a sense of calm and confidence, regardless of the challenges life presents. Let's start this transformative journey together and see how the timeless wisdom of Stoicism can lead you to lasting peace and genuine joy. If you like what we're doing here, please consider a small favor that won't cost you anything. Just hit the subscribe button and watch the whole video. Imagine you're on a huge ocean with no idea where you're going. You just float around, tossed by every wave and wind. That's how life can feel when you don't have a clear goal, aimless and easily shaken by outside events. Epictetus, a wise philosopher, stressed the need for having definite, strong goals. He believed, challenges reveal who we are, and the tougher the challenge, the greater the victory in overcoming it. This thought isn't just for contemplation, it's a prompt for action. Having a solid purpose is like owning a compass on the unpredictable ocean of life. This kind of direction doesn't just come out of the blue, it is formed through careful thinking about what really matters to you. It's not just about aiming for a successful career or personal wins, it's also about choosing the values and ideals you want to live by. What do you believe in? What type of person do you hope to become? You need to answer these questions to truly understand your deep-rooted purpose. When you know your purpose, it becomes a stable force that helps you stay steady through the ups and downs that life brings. These challenges are bound to happen. With a clear purpose, these hurdles seem less overwhelming. They transform from giant obstacles into steps you can use to rise up. Here's another way to see it. When your goals and values are well defined, the world around you seems smaller. Big problems become manageable steps on the path to achieving your main aim. This inner strength, developed through firm resolve, is tough to shake. Finding a true purpose isn't something that just happens. It comes from thoughtful and deep thinking about what really matters to you. This kind of thinking takes time and sincerity. You need to look deep inside yourself, past the shallow desires and temporary wishes, to find what really motivates you. This may mean changing the direction of your life, leaving behind old ways, or adopting new viewpoints. It's an ongoing journey of discovering and realigning with your authentic self. After discovering this purpose and embedding it deep within you, the next step is to work hard to safeguard and develop it. This requires persistence and a strong dedication to your goals. It means being present and committed every day, even when things are difficult. It's about overcoming obstacles and failures, understanding that they are part of the path. Remember, having a clear purpose is not just a goal. It acts as a guiding light that helps you move through life confidently and strongly. Think of this clear purpose like a shining light in the dark. It not only shows you the way, but also makes you feel safe and stable. When life's challenges try to knock you off your path, your clear purpose is like a life ring that stops you from drowning in waves of emotions and tough situations. This is the essence of Stoicism. It's not merely a list of rules to live by, but a deep understanding of the strength of your will and determination. Epictetus teaches us that the real power comes from sticking to our goals, no matter what stands in our way. With this philosophy, you can overcome any obstacle and keep your spirit unbroken. So, take some time to think deeply about what drives you. Write it down, make it a part of you, and let it steer you. This clear purpose will anchor you, light your way, and keep you steady through life's storms. When someone hurts us, it's normal to feel upset and want to fight back. But Stoicism offers a powerful lesson here. Our feelings come from our thoughts and how we see things. This means we have the choice in how we react to anything that happens. Rather than being overwhelmed by hurt, we can view it as a chance to grow our patience and awareness. Imagine it like this. Each time you choose not to react on impulse, you're strengthening a mental muscle. You're conditioning your mind to remain calm and composed, regardless of the circumstances. Controlling your mind is not just a skill, it's an art that needs daily practice. Start by setting small, doable goals each day. When you achieve these goals, no matter how small, you boost your self-confidence and reinforce your control over your thoughts. Focus on living in the now and getting to know your emotions better. When you realize that you can choose your responses, you'll find it easier to face challenges, and you won't be as affected by negative feelings. Think about a baker who spends every day trying to perfect their baking. This baker isn't bothered by too much criticism or praise. They just focus on getting better at their craft, ignoring outside opinions. This focused dedication brings them true freedom and peace. Likewise, by protecting your thoughts from outside distractions, you can concentrate on your personal development. This protection includes setting clear boundaries. Be careful about what you let into your mind. Just like you wouldn't allow trash in your house, don't allow negative ideas, toxic individuals, or damaging media to fill your thoughts. Choose to be around positive forces that lift you up and motivate you. Read books that broaden your understanding. Participate in discussions that stimulate and enhance your thinking, and spend time with people who back you and cheer you on. Stoic philosophy is more than an ancient theory. It's a practical tool for today's life. By mastering our minds and handling our feelings wisely, we can find true peace and freedom in a changing and unpredictable world. This process isn't about ignoring our emotions, but rather fully understanding them and reacting in ways that reflect our values and goals. A helpful method is to practice mindfulness or meditation. These techniques make you more conscious of your thoughts and feelings, providing a space between what happens and how you react. In this space, you discover your true strength and freedom. Regular mindfulness practice trains your mind to notice without instantly reacting, which gives you more control over your emotions. Another part of protecting your mind is developing a mindset geared towards growth. View challenges as chances to improve rather than as threats to your comfort. When encountering adversity, remember that each challenge presents a chance to become stronger and more intelligent. This change in viewpoint can alter how you handle tough situations, making you more resilient and less affected by negative forces. Remember, protecting your mind is an ongoing effort. It involves constantly choosing to focus on what you can manage: your thoughts, your reactions, and your attitudes. It's about moving away from seeing yourself as a victim and stepping into the role of an active architect of your own life. The more you practice, the more it becomes second nature, and soon you'll notice that what happens around you doesn't disturb your inner calm as much. Epictetus taught that while we can't control what others think or do, we can control our reactions to them. This idea means that even if someone criticizes us harshly, it's up to us to decide how much we let that criticism bother us. In the modern world, this means understanding that everyone has their own views and values, which might not always match ours. It's common to come across different opinions and sometimes tough words. What's important is how we handle and respond to these encounters. The first step in dealing with criticism is to know ourselves well. When you clearly understand your own motives and the reasons behind your actions, criticism from others becomes less hurtful. If you're confident that you're acting based on your values and principles, then negative comments from others won't matter as much. This self-knowledge builds a strong base that keeps you from being easily influenced by outside opinions. When criticized, instead of responding defensively, take a moment to think. Ask yourself if there's any truth in the criticism. Sometimes, even tough feedback can offer useful lessons that help us improve. This doesn't mean you have to agree with all criticism, but being open to considering it reflects maturity and a readiness to learn. Stoicism also emphasizes the value of patience and kindness. Patience helps us stay calm and not respond quickly or negatively to criticism. Kindness allows us to keep good relationships with others, even if they disagree with us or criticize us. Consider the lives of saints and monastics who endured harm and insults with patience and kindness, firmly adhering to their path. By cultivating patience and kindness, we can face criticism without it shaking our inner peace. Learning to deal with criticism involves not letting it get under your skin. This doesn't mean you ignore all feedback or don't care about it, but rather that you become stronger and more resilient. Understand that sometimes when people criticize, it's more about their own issues, like insecurities or frustrations, rather than about you. Knowing this can help you not take criticism too personally and protect your sense of self-worth. Remember, how you respond to criticism is your choice. This idea is a key part of Stoic philosophy, which teaches that our reactions are within our control. Just because someone criticizes you, it doesn't mean you must agree with their view of you. You have the freedom to consider the feedback and keep what is helpful while ignoring what is not. This way of handling criticism helps you learn and grow without being bogged down by unnecessary negativity. Another good strategy for dealing with criticism is to engage in open and honest conversations, especially if the feedback is from someone you know well, like a family member or a friend. Talk it over with them, ask them to explain further, and share your own side of the story calmly. This can clear up any confusion and also strengthen your relationship by encouraging trust and respect through clear communication. Handling criticism well can set a powerful example for others. When people observe you dealing with criticism calmly, with dignity, and a readiness to improve, they often respect your strength and might choose to emulate your behavior. You become a symbol of toughness and emotional smarts, living out the teachings of Stoicism in your daily life. The philosopher Epictetus once said that it's not events themselves that upset us, but the way we think about these events. This suggests that if someone's words hurt you, it's not the words themselves, but how you interpret and react to them that causes your pain. Essentially, you have the control to determine how much someone's comments affect you. This concept is empowering because it moves the control from what happens around you to how you internally handle it. Handling offense doesn't mean you ignore your feelings. It's natural to feel upset or angry. However, Stoicism encourages us to recognize these feelings without letting them dictate our actions. It teaches us to pause between the event and our response, giving us the chance to choose a reaction that reflects our values and long-term objectives. A useful tactic in dealing with offense is cognitive reframing. When you feel offended, try to view the situation from a new perspective. Rather than dwelling on the hurt, question what the experience teaches you. This approach doesn't require you to agree with the person who offended you, but it helps you find valuable lessons in the situation and use them to grow. For example, if a friend criticizes your way of living rather than feeling attacked, think about whether their comments have any truth or if they reinforce your own values. Stoicism also teaches us to be empathetic. When someone upsets you, try to see things from their perspective. Consider what they might be experiencing that led them to behave in such a manner. This approach can guide you to react with kindness instead of anger. It's not about justifying their actions, but rather understanding that everyone faces their own challenges. Practicing forgiveness is another effective strategy. Clinging to hurt and resentment hurts you more than anyone else. When you choose to forgive, you let go of these negative feelings. Forgiveness does not mean you agree with what was done, but it means you stop allowing it to affect you. It's a step towards healing yourself, letting you proceed with peace and clarity. Stoicism also suggests that true strength comes from facing and overcoming challenges, not avoiding them. Each time someone offends you, you have a chance to toughen up your resilience. Like muscles that get stronger with exercise, your character builds up when you handle and transform offenses. The more you practice this, the easier it becomes, eventually leading to a point where external situations barely shake your inner calm. Remember, learning to handle offenses effectively is a continual process. It doesn't happen instantly, but gradually through patience, self-awareness, and dedication to your personal development. Every instance where you opt for a constructive reaction to an offense, you're strengthening a positive habit, which in turn makes it simpler to manage similar situations down the line. Epictetus highlighted a crucial insight. It's us who give meaning to events, and in doing so, we generate fear and shame within ourselves. This suggests that these emotions aren't naturally present in situations, but are created by how we interpret them. Once we grasp this, we can start altering our perception and reaction to fear and shame. Fear typically comes from not knowing or expecting bad results. It's a normal reaction designed to keep us safe, but it can overpower us if we don't manage it. Stoicism encourages us to confront our fears directly. Rather than running from what frightens us, we should scrutinize it. Ask yourself, what am I really scared of? Break it into smaller, specific worries. You'll often discover that the fear diminishes when you think about it logically. Take public speaking as an example. You might fear being judged or making errors. However, dissecting this fear, you might realize that audiences are generally there to gain insight, not to criticize. And making a mistake isn't catastrophic. All speakers encounter mishaps. By facing this fear and preparing well, your confidence grows bit by bit. Each speaking event helps reduce the fear, making it more controllable. Shame is a profound feeling that can make us see ourselves as inadequate or defective. It usually arises from social expectations or past errors. Stoicism advises us to tackle shame with bravery and kindness towards ourselves. It involves embracing our flaws and learning from our actions, rather than allowing them to define us. Imagine you're feeling ashamed about a previous error. Instead of letting this shame grow, confront it head-on. Think about the mistake and try to understand why it happened. What lessons can you learn? How can you use this incident to improve and become a better version of yourself? This process of introspection and education helps you turn shame into a meaningful lesson rather than a source of self-disdain. Self-forgiveness is another essential method to overcome shame. Holding on to shame keeps you stuck in a loop of self-blame. When you forgive yourself, you lift a heavy load and open the door to progress. This isn't about excusing your errors, but recognizing them, learning from them, and then moving past them. It's an important part of healing and personal development. To tackle fear and shame, start with manageable steps. Slowly expose yourself to situations that bring up these feelings. Treat each situation as a chance to learn. As you continue, you'll develop strength and discover that the things that once scared or shamed you don't affect you as much anymore. This gradual exposure and contemplation reduce your sensitivity to fear and shame, making them easier to handle. Stoicism also highlights the value of community and support. Discuss your fears and shame with close friends or mentors. Sharing these feelings can be freeing and provide you with fresh viewpoints and encouragement. You'll likely find that others have gone through similar experiences and can offer helpful advice and support. Epictetus believed that by thinking ahead about the challenges we might face, we can handle them more calmly and smartly. This approach isn't about expecting the worst. Rather, it's about being prepared for any situation. When you think about possible problems ahead of time, they don't surprise you as much when they happen. You're already ready with some ideas on how to solve them and how to control your reactions. A useful way to prepare for challenges is through a method called premeditatio malorum, which means pre-thinking of bad things. This method involves spending time imagining what difficulties you might encounter and figuring out how you would deal with them. For instance, before an important meeting, you might imagine what could go wrong, like technical issues, difficult questions, or feeling nervous. By picturing these problems in advance, you can think of how to handle them and lessen the shock if they do occur. This isn't about focusing on negative things, but rather strengthening your mental toughness. When you've mentally practiced dealing with tough situations, you're more likely to stay calm when they really happen. You become better at adjusting and keeping your cool, which is important in Stoic philosophy. Expecting challenges also means being willing to adapt and change. Life doesn't always unfold as we expect, and sticking too rigidly to plans can cause disappointment and stress. By accepting that things might not go as planned, you stay flexible and can tweak your plans as necessary. This ability to adapt is key for smoothly handling the unpredictable aspects of life with poise and efficiency. Another key part of expecting difficulties is keeping a balanced view. It's helpful to think about potential problems, but it's just as important to remember your own strengths and resources. Recognize the skills, knowledge, and support you have that will help you tackle these challenges. This balanced view helps you stay ready without feeling too worried or negative. Thinking ahead about obstacles also helps you grow patience and perseverance. Understanding that challenges are part of life encourages you to think long-term and value steady effort over quick wins. You learn to be patient with the process and tough when faced with problems. This kind of endurance is a major part of Stoic philosophy, which values staying strong and finding inner strength. Regularly reflecting on your past experiences can also improve your ability to foresee challenges. Take time to think back on what you've faced and how you handled it. Ask yourself what worked well and what you could do better. Learning from your past helps you get ready for future challenges and fine-tune your problem-solving skills. Practicing mindfulness can also help you get better at anticipating and handling difficulties. Mindfulness keeps you present and aware, making it easier to spot potential problems early and react wisely. It helps you manage your emotions, ensuring you stay calm and focused, even under stress. Epictetus once famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This statement highlights the power of inner strength. Our real strength isn't in changing what's around us, but in controlling how we respond. When we face tough times, like harsh criticism from a friend or an unexpected problem, we have the choice in how we react. This choice shapes who we are and influences our lives. Developing inner strength begins with self-awareness and consistent practice. It involves recognizing your feelings without becoming overwhelmed by them. This doesn't mean ignoring your emotions. Instead, it means noticing them and understanding where they come from. When you know what triggers your emotions, you can manage your reactions more effectively. This awareness is the foundational step in building inner strength. Stoicism highlights the importance of knowing what you can control and what you can't. Understanding this difference is key to keeping inner peace. We can't control others' actions or thoughts, but we can control our own attitudes and how we respond. When we concentrate on the areas of our lives within our control, we conserve energy and reduce stress. This shift in perspective is empowering and helps keep us stable despite external chaos. Forgiveness is also a crucial component of inner strength. Holding grudges and harboring resentment can drain our energy and cloud our judgment. Stoicism not only advises us to manage our reactions, but also to practice forgiveness. This doesn't mean excusing harmful actions, but rather letting go of their emotional impact on us. Forgiving others helps us move past negative feelings, paving the way for personal healing and growth. Additionally, building inner strength requires cultivating resilience. Life naturally includes both good and bad times, and challenges are a part of the journey. The key is to see these challenges as chances to strengthen your character. Every difficulty you encounter is an opportunity to practice resilience and perseverance. Through consistent effort, this practice enhances your inner strength, enhancing your adaptability and equipping you better to navigate life's highs and lows. Stoicism teaches us to find strength not only within ourselves, but also through our community and faith. Surround yourself with people who support and motivate you and who share your values. Engage in discussions that broaden and deepen your understanding. If you have a spiritual practice, use it as a source of strength and direction. These external supports can strengthen your internal resilience and give you a sense of connection and purpose. Another key to building inner strength is practicing gratitude. Focusing on gratitude helps you shift your attention from what's missing in your life to what's present. Even in tough times, there's always something to be thankful for. By consistently recognizing and valuing these positive aspects, you boost your emotional resilience and keep a balanced outlook. Inner strength also involves being open about your vulnerabilities. Admitting your fears and insecurities doesn't weaken you. It shows you're human. Facing these vulnerabilities with bravery and kindness turns them into strengths. This acceptance of yourself is crucial for inner strength, helping you live life genuinely and confidently. This doesn't mean hiding your feelings or acting as though they don't matter. It means recognizing your emotions without letting them control you. It involves creating a pause between what happens and your response, giving you time to think and choose the best action. This practice of pausing and reflecting is impactful and can change the way you interact with the world. Take the example of driving in heavy traffic. Imagine someone cuts you off. Your first reaction might be anger or even road rage. Instead of giving in to these feelings, Stoicism teaches you to stop and think about your response. Would honking or shouting improve the situation? Likely not. By choosing to stay calm, you keep control over your emotions and actions, which leads to a more peaceful and less stressful journey. Another part of controlling your actions is the skill of delaying gratification. In today's quick-paced environment, it's tempting to want immediate satisfaction and shy away from discomfort. But Stoicism highlights the importance of patience and persistence. By postponing instant rewards and working towards long-term objectives, we develop self-control and resilience. This approach is useful in communication too. During intense discussions or disagreements, it's easy for emotions to dominate and lead us to say things we might regret. Stoicism encourages us to think before we speak. Are your words helpful? Do they align with your principles? By choosing your words carefully and purposefully, you can forge stronger, more considerate relationships. Practicing self-restraint takes self-awareness and discipline. It's about recognizing your immediate desires and consciously deciding to manage them. This could mean setting personal limits, engaging in mindfulness, or forming new habits that align with your aspirations. For example, if you're prone to procrastination, setting up a structured routine can help you stay on track and productive. If you find yourself easily angered, try relaxation techniques to stay composed in tense situations. Stoicism teaches us to make decisions using our heads instead of just acting on a whim. Think about a big choice you need to make at work. Rather than rushing into it, take your time to gather all the necessary information. Consider the good and bad points, and think about how this decision fits with your personal values and objectives. Making choices this way leads to better results and helps you feel more in control. It's not about being inactive or avoiding decisions. It's about being thoughtful and purposeful with your actions. Understand that what you do affects others and accept responsibility for those outcomes. By holding back when necessary, you can better achieve your goals and keep a calm mind. Taking time each day to think about your actions can also help you manage them better. Reflect on your day and think about moments when you could have been more controlled. What set off your impulsive actions? How could you handle it differently next time? Regularly checking in with yourself like this increases your self-awareness and strengthens your resolve to act deliberately. Another useful way to control your actions is to practice mindfulness every day. Being mindful helps you stay in the moment and notice when you're about to act impulsively, allowing you to choose a more considered reaction. Whether it's through meditation, deep breathing, or simply paying close attention to your surroundings, adding mindfulness to your daily life can greatly improve your self-discipline. Understanding and accepting your situation is the first step to taking effective action. When we fight against what's really happening, we end up using a lot of energy and causing ourselves more pain. For instance, if you lose your job, it's normal to feel sad and anxious about what comes next. However, if you accept your situation, you can start to take practical steps like updating your CV, reaching out to your contacts, or looking into new job opportunities. This kind of positive thinking helps you deal with challenges better and lessens the emotional strain. A good method to learn acceptance is through mindfulness and meditation. These techniques keep you centered and conscious, allowing you to notice your thoughts and feelings without being harsh or critical. By making mindfulness a habit, you learn to accept things as they are, even if they're not perfect. This acceptance builds a sense of calm and resilience within you. Stoicism shows us that acceptance isn't about giving up, but about discovering strength during tough times. It teaches us to see every hard situation as a chance to grow and learn. When you face a problem, think about what it can teach you and how it can make you stronger. Changing how you view challenges can turn them into opportunities for personal growth. Acceptance also means letting go of the need to be perfect. Many people try to achieve perfection in their jobs, relationships, and personal goals, but this constant striving can cause stress and unhappiness. By recognizing that perfection isn't possible, we can start to appreciate our efforts and the progress we make. This doesn't mean we should stop trying to do well. It simply acknowledges that being imperfect is a natural part of being human. Gratitude is a powerful approach to foster acceptance. When we concentrate on the blessings we have, instead of focusing on what's missing, we switch from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance. Practicing gratitude enables us to acknowledge the positives in our lives, even amidst challenges. By making gratitude a regular practice, we enhance our positive attitude and strengthen our capacity to embrace and appreciate life as it unfolds. Acceptance is crucial in our interactions with others as well. We often expect certain behaviors from people, and when they don't live up to these expectations, it can lead to frustration and disappointment. However, by accepting others as they are, recognizing both their strengths and flaws, we can cultivate more peaceful and rewarding relationships. This doesn't mean we accept harmful behaviors, but rather we understand that everyone is on their own path, facing their own struggles. By showing empathy and compassion, we foster genuine connections and promote shared growth. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus teach that living according to nature involves understanding our role in the world and acting based on our rational and social nature. This principle is fundamentally about being true to ourselves and living in harmony with the universe. To live according to nature, we must start with self-awareness. It's important to have a deep understanding of who we are, including our values, strengths, and purpose. This means taking time for introspection and reflecting on our natural tendencies and desires. By knowing ourselves well, we can make decisions that are true to our nature, rather than bending to societal pressures or external expectations. This principle also includes understanding and accepting the natural rhythms of life. Just as the seasons change, our lives too go through various stages: growth, stability, decline, and renewal. By embracing these natural cycles, we can handle life's changes more smoothly and gracefully. Living in tune with nature means developing virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. These virtues serve as our moral compass, guiding us through life's difficulties and helping us make ethical choices. Wisdom helps us understand situations better and make well-informed decisions. Courage empowers us to confront challenges and take necessary actions. Justice ensures that we treat others fairly and with respect. Moderation teaches us to keep our desires in check and maintain self-discipline. By nurturing these virtues, we live in alignment with our true rational nature. Stoicism also highlights the importance of living in harmony with others. As social creatures, we are inherently linked to those around us. Living according to nature involves acknowledging our interconnectedness and contributing to our community's welfare. This calls for empathy, compassion, and cooperation. By supporting others and fostering positive relationships, we fulfill our social roles and contribute to a more united and supportive community. Another aspect of living in accordance with nature is embracing simplicity and concentrating on what's really important. In today's world, which is full of distractions and materialistic goals, it's easy to forget our true priorities. Stoicism encourages us to eliminate unnecessary excess and focus on our fundamental values and needs. This might mean simplifying our lifestyle, valuing meaningful relationships more, and dedicating time to personal development and self-care. By doing this, we make room for what truly enriches our lives and brings us happiness and fulfillment. Stoicism also highlights the importance of acceptance and gratitude as key elements of living in harmony with nature. Accepting life's natural rhythm involves releasing our urge to control every aspect and having faith in the unfolding process. It's about being thankful for our blessings and valuing the present. Gratitude enables us to see the abundance we possess and builds a positive outlook. By focusing on what's good, we develop a sense of satisfaction and tranquility. Living in accordance with nature also calls for awareness of our environmental impact. As part of the natural world, it is our duty to protect the earth and conserve its resources. This means choosing sustainable options, minimizing waste, and respecting the intricate balance of ecosystems. By adopting an eco-friendly lifestyle, we acknowledge our bond with nature and contribute to the health and future of our planet. Integrating mindfulness into our everyday routines can greatly improve our ability to live in sync with nature. Mindfulness keeps us engaged and conscious, helping us make deliberate choices that reflect our true essence. Through meditation, deep breathing, or attentive observation, these practices deepen our connection to our inner self and the environment. They encourage us to pause, contemplate, and act with intention. As we move forward on our Stoic journey, it's essential to embrace the art of reflection. Reflection is like pausing to look in a mirror, not just to see your face, but to observe your soul. Each day, take a moment to ask yourself, how did I respond to today's challenges? What did I do well? What can I improve? This daily habit helps you become more mindful and intentional, ensuring that you live each day aligned with your deepest values. Another critical aspect is the practice of setting small, daily challenges for yourself. These aren't mere items on a checklist, they're chances to fortify your character. For example, if patience is a virtue you're working to develop, try standing in the longest line at the grocery store or giving someone else the right of way in traffic. These small acts of patience strengthen your ability to handle bigger life challenges with grace and composure. Remember, Stoicism isn't about suppressing your emotions or enduring pain without complaint. It's about recognizing that you have the power to choose your reactions. Each circumstance, no matter its difficulty, offers you an opportunity to become stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. By facing life with a Stoic mindset, you transform every obstacle into an opportunity to build a richer, more meaningful life. So, as you continue to apply these Stoic principles, think of yourself as a sculptor chipping away at a block of marble, shaping your character into its most beautiful form. With each day and each challenge, you reveal more of your true potential. This process is gradual, intricate, and deeply rewarding. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of Stoicism. Keep practicing, keep reflecting, and keep growing. Your journey to inner peace and fulfillment is well underway, and every step you take is a step towards becoming the master of your own life. Let's keep moving forward together with courage, wisdom, and resilience. Remember, it's not the challenges we face that define us, but how we choose to respond to them. Thank you for watching till the end. This shows that you truly do want to change your life for the better. If you found this video helpful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel while you're at it for more informative and transformative videos like this. Thank you, and see you later. Until next time.